have to be, you're playing obviously a tougher opponent this Sunday, and was this a good game for you guys kind of coming off that one? You guys were challenged obviously a lot more and had to pull yourselves up.
Yeah, I think any game's going to be good for us when we learn more about each other and try to adjust to whatever somebody's going to take away from us tonight. They tried to take Rion away, played no catch, and that's going to happen more. We talked about it previously, but I was thrilled how he handled himself and kept his cool. If you've ever played sports, you know how hard that is when somebody's playing no catch and all over you, touching you the whole time. You can lose your cool really quick, even if you're a cool-headed dude. So I loved how he maintained his composure, and we were able to do some things, use him as a screener where they wouldn't help off, and we got a few layups early on. And then as the game progressed, they weren't playing quite as tough, and we got some separation. And the rebounding the second half, we were down 3 or 4 at halftime rebounds. We ended up 10, I think, at the end of the game. So to me, that shows you what kind of team we're going to be, because those guys were athletic that we were playing tonight.
Speaking of the second half, their score has 17 at the half. You held them to 2. What did you do defensively?
Well,
did you say anything? Did you? No,
we just said he's really good. We told him before that he had some stupid hops, and he could get up and he could dunk, and he's a highlight reel. He loved him and Five both. Rivers, he's from Atlanta, so I'm sure he had a lot of folks in the building for him tonight. But I thought our depth was the reason we won the game, and we were able to get separation in the second half with the guys coming off the bench, gave us tremendous energy and gave our starters a little bit of blow. And then when they went back in, they continued to take it to the level we need to with playing a really talented team like we were tonight.
You got scoring from a little bit of everybody really tonight, which is something you didn't get against Central Florida. How nice is that, knowing that maybe you don't have to really rely on Rion to score 20 or 30?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, we have plenty of shooters and scorers. Central Florida's a high-level team, and we went a spurt without scoring, just like Jackson State did tonight against us. Sometimes on the road that happens to you, and you got to find easy baskets, and we weren't able to do that Friday night. Tonight, we were able to get some easy baskets to keep our energy going, and we got some steals too that led to kickouts and throw-aheads that were layups. And we need multiple guys scoring. We had 5 guys in double figures tonight. Ethan had 9. So we need all those guys playing like they did. But tonight, Stephon Jokes and Desmond Ringer were men. And they played without fouling against talented guys inside, and they really, I mean, we all played really good, but I was really happy how those guys rebounded and played really physical.
Yeah, and you were out-rebounded in that first half.
Yeah.
The second half dominant.
Yeah,
rebounding.
well,
what
I
was
think,
the difference there?
Yeah, I think the shots came from different places, and we were scoring more, so we were in zone a little more, and so we were able to match up, and they weren't able to get to their quick pull-ups. And it sounds kind of silly, but sometimes good three-point shooting teams don't like zone. They'd rather be in man so they can get in flow and move and get their screening options. And so tonight it was good. We've got to still guard the ball, which we did a better job the second half, no matter what we're in. They tricked us a few times, and they're well coached. They understand what they're trying to accomplish. We just were able to. I think we had more folks, and we were deeper, and that's why we got separation.
Is rebounding a concern for you at all in the first few games of the year, or did that second half kind of show you that?
No, I think, even the exhibition game against a tournament team, Troy, we beat them 13. A couple scrimmages, we were led a team that's really good that had a big win last night that I can't talk about. So I think we're going to be fine, especially if we have those guys don't get in foul trouble like Steph and Des were in foul trouble against Central Florida. And that doesn't mean our other guys can't do it. And Rion had some amazing rebounds, and Ethan had some good ones, and Dimitri got some, and Jordan got some loose ball rebounds. And those are the kind of things we're going to have by committee to make it happen.
Coach, your team really shot the 3-ball well in the game against Toccoa Falls the other night, on Sunday night, but you guys seemed to struggle a little bit tonight. Was that something that they were doing on defense, or were they just not falling for it?
Yeah, they were up in us. They were not giving us much room. That's why we were getting a lot of back cuts and getting layups, because their pressure was pressuring out. And so we were trying to use that against them, and that's why we were able to get a few of those easy layups. We missed a couple even at that we had. Dimitri fumbled one. He was going to get another dunk. Like Rion was getting no catch, face guarded, whatever you want to call it. And we were using him as a screener, so Jordan walked to the rim one time because, it's just those kind of things. Tonight was hard because they were playing out. So, and they mixed it up with a 1-2-2 and man-to-man. And they were pressuring really hard. So that was a good question, but I think we're going to be fine. I love our team. I love how we shoot it.
And then just, going forward, how does that second half help you with momentum, and how do you try to take that going into this tournament this weekend?
Yeah, because, Liberty beat Wake Forest tonight at Wake Forest. They beat VCU. They beat Richmond in scrimmages and all kinds of – they're good, man. They're well coached. Richie McKay is a tremendous coach. He'll run pack line defense. He was assistant at Virginia to Coach Bennett. And so he's taken all those principles, and everybody's saying they're really hard to score against. I haven't watched anything on them yet, but I know they're going to have it sold out. They're letting school out for our 12 o'clock game. I believe they're getting chapel credit even for being there at our game, so it'll be loud in that building. So it'll be a tremendous test. It's a road game that was going to be a neutral site game, so we got to make the most of it. And I believe these guys have been in enough buildings. They're going to relish the opportunity to play against a really good team in an amazing environment.
Translating back to tonight's game, stats sticks out to me. 44 points in the paint, only 6 of them second chance buckets. Did you see something inside that you liked, or?
Yeah, Dez was posting. He got banged up a little bit. He was playing unbelievable this summer, and then he got hurt a little bit, and he's been a little bit tentative. I mean, if you can be tentative and be him, because he plays really hard. I thought tonight he wasn't thinking about anything. He was just hooping, man. He was going after everything, and he was letting it ride. And that guy can help us get it done. And we have a bunch of others, but tonight was fun to watch him enjoy all that hard work he's put in.